right, so we are in St. Geneva. Is that how you pronounce it? St. Genevieve. Yeah, that's what I said. In Missouri, and we just dropped Haley Gross off. Thank you, Ruby. And that's always a tough break right there. We stayed a night in Midway, Missouri, I think is what it was called. We ate at a Denny's last night for Father's Day, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm done with Denny's after that.
So it took like 2 hours to get our food.
That's pretty accurate. And it was terrible.
Y'all can tell the story.
It was terrible. It was a bad experience, but we're not complainers. We stuck it out. We stayed a night in the parking lot there at that store, at that Pilot truck stop, and got up at 4:30 this morning, hit the road at 5, and we've been trucking. I think it's around 9 right now. And like I said, just dropped Haley off. Now we're looking at about 8.5, 9 hours to the house.
And that store is closed.
Yeah, the Dairy Queen is closed. But anyway, back on the road. Chase is grabbing him a little bite to eat, so that's why we're sitting here, just waiting on him to get back in the pilot seat, and we'll be on the road headed home. Got some local racing coming up, and then we'll be back on the road again. So thank y'all for watching and following along, and here we go. One other thing while we're on the subject here, and we got a minute, Adrian's got something she wants to talk about.
So as you all know, I really don't watch the videos. I just don't have a lot of free time, so I don't watch the videos. And now Chase has a Patreon with podcast on it, but I can listen to things while I'm doing stuff. It is probably the coolest thing that I have seen them do are these podcasts. They have different people on. One of the latest ones has Rocky on there, talking about Rocky and his career and his life. He's had Mikey on there. He's had Eddie on there.
Dale Moran
and Chavis.
Yep.
Apparently I'm supposed to get on there this week. He's got a podcast on there with Haley if you want to find out all about her and Chase and their lifestyle. All of that's on there. I just think it's super cool the way that it's done, and that you can listen to it in case you can't watch videos.
Yes.
The tiers on Patreon start at only $5. They go up to $20. That money does go directly to Chase. They hold out a percentage, but that's what pays his truck note, essentially. So it's a tremendous help for him. If you're able to do it, we all appreciate it. I know Chase certainly appreciates it. If not,
it's something that he truly put in more work to do, because it does take more time and effort, but he put out there and went after it. And I got to say, I'm proud of him. And I've listened to the podcasts other than the ones I was on, and man, they've done a great job with the podcast. I'm like Adrian, I really enjoy it, and it's a more in-depth on everything. Like what our plan is to sit down and like talk about the weekend from our point of view, and you know, that's
something
what we're...
else I've noticed on the podcast is they're not censored, y'all.
Yeah. Hey, thank y'all for watching and supporting us, and we appreciate it.
We're lucky.
We are. We're blessed.
We have the most fans.
I don't know about that, Rick.
Mom.
Definitely.
We have great fans.
We do. We have great fans, and you know, being up in Wisconsin again, we've been there a whole bunch. That was the first place we ever went after Bristol, and man, it was we always meet new people, and it's always exciting to see the new fans come to us, young and old, and it's just great, man. We're living a good life.
I'm telling you, we have more than like 400 fans.
Oh yeah.
We have the most fans. But when will we go to Bristol?
We're not going back to Bristol.
We don't go back to Bristol.
Wow.
That's not on the schedule.
Yeah, it's done.
Wow.
Anyway. All right, so now we're fixing to hit the road.
Let's go, folks.
Let's go.
Let's show them our handshake.
I don't know if I can do it sideways like this. All right.
That was okay. So we are 57 minutes, and there's Dad. Say hey.
Hey.
So how long have I been asked? 10 hours? 15 hours?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? No, I'm picking. You ain't been that bad.
Okay. I mean.
But we just about got.
But we are separated from Chase. He's like way back there. Usually he's like,
ahead of us.
Yeah. Usually he's like in front of us, and he's like 71. So this one right here, she tracks him. He says, "Is my baby boy okay? Do I need to track him? Do I need to track?" She even tracks how fast he goes. She's worried about her baby princess. Is that right, mister?
That's right.
I mean, she worries too much about him. Don't you think?
Yep.
There's nowhere. There's no awnings. Gas station over there.
If they have an awning, I don't think they do.
They do. I just saw it.
Not what I want to see this close to the house.
What are we doing?
What's going on, everybody? I'm out here in the shop by myself tonight. It's Tuesday night. Got some things I want to talk about. And I'm going to try not to ramble on. I'm going to try not to get too emotional. As y'all all know by now, we've got a memorial race coming up pretty quick. And my dad's birthday was July 9th. So his memorial race is going to be July 8th at Why Not Motorsports Park. We're going to have a practice night July 7th on Friday. Open practice, and we put up $5,000 for the winner of the modified event that night. $2,000 for second, $1,000 for third. There's start money, fast qualifier award, hard charger award. We're gonna do a bonus for any B mod / Crate Racing USA mod, 3-link mod, whatever you want to call anything that's not considered an A mod. That the highest finishing one of those. Anyway, there's a lot of contingency awards on the line, and all this to honor my dad. And you know, he never liked anybody to make a big fuss about him, but he was a huge part of our racing and my upbringing. And you know, when Chase got into racing, it didn't matter if it was ball or racing or what. He never missed a game. He was that kind of grandparent. He was always there. And he never missed none of Chase's races until we started traveling out of town. So as y'all know, we lost him suddenly about a year and 6 months ago now. And it's been different trying to adapt to not having him here anymore. And a way to, we always remember the good times, and we talk about him all the time. And a way to really remember him is we figured to do a memorial race. And as y'all know, last year we did the memorial race, and that was the night that the lights went out at Why Not. And there's a video about it. I think it's called The Night the Lights Went Out at Why Not. And it was just a really weird deal that Chase was leading that race and the lights cut out. So anyway, like I said, I miss my dad. So I'm gonna do something different here. I've got some stuff that I bought. I bought some real pretty wood right here. I've got some eagles because my dad, I'll tell y'all the story later about the eagle and how that plays into my dad. And then I got some crosses there on the table, and I'll explain the story behind those crosses too. So what I plan on doing, I want to build trophies for this race. I want to custom build the first, second, and third place trophy for this event. And I have somewhat of an idea what I'm going to do, but it's still all coming together. I don't really know exactly what it's going to look like when I'm done, but I just have a little idea. And, I've been thinking about it while I've been driving up and down the highway across the country, and I just, I'm excited, man. I'm excited about this race. I'm hoping that we can turn it into something really big. This is the second annual, and I'm hoping, it's already bigger than it was last year. And our goal is to have this every year, honor my dad and, you know, just continue to grow it. And if you're out there and, you know, you want to honor your parents or siblings or, you know, children, anything that you've lost or whatever, and you want to honor them in a way and, you know, do something towards it with our race, then contact us, because I'd be glad to promote that as well. You know, we've reached out for businesses that knew my dad and they've come on board. You know, we put it out there that we were having this race, so we put the money up. And with the intention of fundraising the money, you know, finding sponsors to get us some help with it. So that's what's going on right now. And we've got a lot of businesses coming on board. We'll be naming all them fine people and, you know, individuals, it's businesses, it's everything. But I'm just overwhelmed. I'm truly blessed. And my dad would be so over the top just to know that there's that many people that are, you know, putting forth for him, you know, making a big deal for him. One of those people, when we was in Cedar Lake up in New Richmond, Wisconsin, this past weekend, Adrian had went over to Weir's Machine and Racing Products into their trailer. And y'all know Chad Weir's and the whole crew there does a lot for Chase. You know, Chase wouldn't be able to run this tour if it wasn't for people like Chad. You know, Chad did a lot for Chase in the past couple years. We met him at Bristol, and he really helped us out a ton this year to allow us to be able to go and compete with these guys. And anyway, Adrian had seen Chad this weekend, and Chad had seen the flyer for my dad's memorial race, so he told Adrian that he would like to build the trophies for my dad's event. And Adrian thanked him and told him that, you know, she would let me know, but she thought I was going to take care of it. Well, she told me, and of course, you know, it got me all emotional, because I'm like, who would turn down a custom trophy from Weir's Machine, from Chad Weir's, you know, to personally say, hey, I'll build the trophies, you know. So I went to Chad and I shook his hand and I thanked him for offering for the trophies. And I told him that, you know, I said, I'm sure nobody's ever turned you down to build custom trophies, but, you know, I have my reasons this year, and I wanted to personally build them. And I plan on putting a time lapse up and working on these trophies. And while I'm working on them in the time lapse, I plan on having, you know, just some memories, talking about my dad and some of my favorite stories, you know, just some audio playing over the time lapse. So that's my plan. I hope that all that comes together the way I plan. But I told Chad how much I appreciated the offer, but I was going to have to pass this year. And I said, now next year I may, you know, get with you, because this is something we're going to do annually. And he said, sure, just let me know. So anyhow, I just wanted to touch base with y'all, let you know what we got going on. And it's a super exciting time. But I just get emotional when I start talking about, you know, honoring my dad, because we miss him. We miss him a ton. I know he's here with us in spirit. I know he's watching over us. I know he's been with us, you know, last year and the whole 9 yards. But man, it's just tough. It really is. He was a big part of our racing, and I hope that y'all can, if you're local to Why Not Motorsports Park, and you have a modified or any type race car, we're running all classes that night. I hope that y'all will come out and support this event. If you have a modified, I would just be very grateful if you signed up and came and raced with us. And I hope to put on a good show. And our intentions is in the coming years is to bring in some big names for this race as well. You know, guys that Chase is traveling and racing with. I don't think they'll get to do it this year, because the following weekend they have to be way up north in Wisconsin, almost to Canada. So we're going to do it, but it's going to be tough. So I wouldn't expect any of those guys to, you know, to come travel down here and then go way up there. But anyway, I don't know. I hope this goes. I hope it's a really great event and we can continue to grow it. And like I said, I miss my daddy.
Alright, so the crew's back in the shop today, and we are pulling out the engine because it is officially lapped out, and we're going to be pulling it out, replacing it, and we'll be putting another deck and body on this thing entirely, and completely servicing everything with our 4-week break right here. So anyways, we'll put you on a time lapse after we get through all of this.
So, Mike, I don't know if you heard or not, but while we're going out on the road, we got security patrolling our property and looking over things. And it's our dog. She watches over everything, protects our property, and keeps everything in order. And, you know, if there's trash in the yard, she'll usually pick it up and carry it and shred it to make it fit in the garbage can better. But she apparently found a problem with your truck while we were gone. I think you had a tag light out, and she pulled it off, and she left it out in the yard.
That's a funny story.
Yeah. So, well, so that could be. We'll have to check the cameras. It could have been the cats that took it off.
That cat's not around here anymore.
The wire-eating cat?
Yeah.
So we've had wire problems with our trailers before that Pepper wasn't no part of. It was the cats. But so she checked the wiring harness on my good truck while we were gone the last time, and it looks like she found the bad tag light.
Yeah.
Chase brought me that, and it said Ford, and he was giggling, and I said, I'm the only one around here that's got a Ford. I said, I got 2 Fords, my old black truck, and I said, I got my good truck. I said, oh, and I got the Crown Vic. What did it come off of? And he starts chuckling. I said, what? He said, Mikey drives a Ford. I was like, oh, no. Well, we checked my trucks, and it was clear, so.
That's funny.
Yeah, I guess that's.
Because I noticed it was missing yesterday. I said, that's been there.
Yeah, how does that happen? Well, them dang cats.
That's funny.
But Pepper took care of it for you, and there you go. So
Sweet.
yep. So you just replace that, and you'll be back in business.
Yeah.
But hey, a cop would have pulled you over for having a bad light. So good thing she found that.
That's what it was. It had bad wire on it.
Yeah. All right, so you mind enlightening me on what's going on right here?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
We're putting another one.
Okay.
I don't really, like,
That's just all you got?
I mean, it's what happens when you feed her a chip.
Yeah.
Got a wild hair, got an addiction that I just can't shake. Probably need to stay at home. Probably shouldn't go racing, but I want to go racing. Need to go racing. So we're gonna go racing.
So this is the 23?
Yes, it is. It doesn't look
That's
like
the
it.
21?
Correct.
So this is the motor out of the 21? Right?
I wasn't gonna tell them all of that, but yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
this one.
Well, long story short, you're moving things around, getting ready for some upcoming events.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So we doing an engine swap, going to do some testing tomorrow night and Saturday night at a race at Why Not,
Motorsports
where we're going to have my dad's memorial race in 2 weeks. And then next weekend we're planning on going to Deep South Speedway for a 3,000 to win King of the Modified race. So we got a pretty busy off couple weekends, before we really go into racing. So anyway, we're just getting ready. And that's that. It's late at night. It is Thursday night. This was a last minute thing. It's 8:41. You see we got a lot of work to do. And we decided we were going to go racing about 2 hours ago. I think you've got Mikey coming over early in the morning and Rocky coming over.
All hands on deck.
And we're going to get them ready tomorrow and head out to Why Not. So y'all stay tuned. Here we go. Well, that ain't bad. Just right at an hour, we got this thing ready for the coolant. He's got to put a starter on, and we're going to bust it off. So we got everything hooked up, tight, checked, double checked, triple checked. And we'll probably go ahead and fire it up tonight, let it run for a second, and then tomorrow we'll go through and set the timing or check the timing. And should be good to go, man. Looking good. All right, so there's a lot going on. This thing's getting closer to back together. Rocky, Bubba, Chase, Mikey, Adrian just walked in. Ruby's handling Pepper, and we got Mr. Austin with Big Al Oil. Came to make another delivery, and we greatly appreciate it. And I was just telling Austin, we lapped out this engine this year, and it's only been on Big Al Oil, and absolutely no problems, no issues. Really great product, and we appreciate that, Austin. Thank you very much.
Sir. Well, it's always good to hear, and like I said, always awesome to help out our local guys, get y'all some quality product. Man.
They
Keep
do a
y'all
lot for racing, and I always say I try to support businesses that support us and support racing, and they give back quite a bit into the racing community based off of y'all's racing oil.
Yeah, we made a post earlier this year. Any of the money we made profit wise off of our engine oil 2050 1040 racing oil, we was gonna put back into either racing sponsorships or what we'd like to do, track sponsorships.
Right, like they have a race coming up at their home track, Pike County, and that's in Macomb. Is that what's it called? Magnolia, Mississippi, I think they call it. Pike County Speedway, they're a big sponsor of this race coming up, so really cool. So just want to say thank you. So
Absolutely.
Adrian, you got what?
We had a surprise package this morning from Pawpaw Scott. So he us people here in the South, we give everybody a title. So it's Pawpaw Scott at Bulletproof Tees in Louisiana. Sent us a package. So we generally get something when Chase does good and possibly wins. But this package said...
Is this a pity package?
Nope. This package said that Diva Chase gets none of these.
Oh.
None of these. That this is for the King, Chavis, and family. So, I got Chavis one. That one's going to be for Austin.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Rocky?
So Scott is coming at me.
No. What were you talking about?
That sound like.
Have y'all heard the good news?
What's the good
We
one?
getting a baby kitten.
All right. Oh, you got a good one there.
Shall we trade?
No, I like what I got too.
I'm into this one.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, crew at Bulletproof. We appreciate it.
Hey, I already got shirt on.
Turn.
Yeah, look at there. Bubba's representing Bulletproof. Got the hat and match. Hang on. So I hear some noise in the back of the shop.
Hold on. Can I show you something, Daddy?
Hang on, Ruth.
Headed to Race Ranch.
Oh.
Can I show y'all something?
I'm going to speak for Scott. You've already been there and you came crawling back. Boom!
Come here. I want to show you. This is Pepper's at.
She'll chew that up.
Yeah.
Y'all got my
Oh, yeah, where's Mikey?
Hold on, I'll get Mikey hats. Hold on.
We are junkies, she says. What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, one of my favorite places. This
Where
is
are we?
home, the House of Hook.
Yeah.
Why not?
What we doing
Motorsports
here?
Park.
We don't have a car.
We are
or
testing.
testing what? The motorhome? Gonna pace it around there?
We are, Chase will be here. I think he's about 6 miles out. And we're testing for the Pawpaw race. We got a different engine under the hood, as y'all know by now.
So we just gonna run the heat race, no feature? Cause
No,
we just gonna
we're
test.
racing. I don't want to sound like cocky. We are racing, but we're trying stuff. So we're not coming here to win. It would be nice to, but we're trying stuff.
Guess what I did
What?
for you and Chase and everybody? I brought us some popsicles.
Pot girl, me and you. Popsicle.
One whole case.
That is awesome.
All right, Mama Squirrel. What are we doing?
Waiting on the truck driver to bring it on in.
Bring it on in. So do you like being called Mama Squirrel? I don't think you've ever been asked that.
My name is Adrian. I do prefer my name, but I understand that Chase gave me that name publicly on YouTube, so it's okay. I answer to it. That's what Mikey calls me.
There he is.
No issues. Unless he hits Noah with that tail swing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Brand new.
Noah would be upset.
There we go. He cleared him.